Hey YouTube, this is Amanda. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2013. I am 2 weeks post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy. My surgery was December 3rd, 2013, and I had it at Baylor Grapevine in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Texas, and my surgeon was Julio Rivera. My highest recorded weight was 276 pounds. My surgical consult weight was 267.2 pounds. My surgery weight was 250.4 pounds, and today I weighed 234.5 pounds. I have lost a total of 32.7 pounds since beginning this process of surgery. I lost 16 pounds since surgery, and 4.5 pounds are just in the last week. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I was hoping to come in this week with another 10-pound loss, but that did not happen. I will happily take my 4.5 pounds and be happy with that. Interestingly, so it seems like I've been losing kind of, a pound a day. There was a day in there on Saturday. We went to pick up a new car. I talked about the kind of the stressor of losing my van last week. It was totaled in an accident a couple weeks before surgery. And we went this weekend and picked up a new car that will fit our family. And so that stress has been reduced, thank goodness. But while we were out, we were, I don't know, a half hour from home. And, dealing with the car dealership takes 100 years. And so we were there for hours and hours. We test drove the car, and then I drove it, and then the sales guy was making his pitch, and then I had my husband drive it because it drove differently than the van did, and I was a little bit concerned just about the way the safety features on this car that we got are great, but I was concerned about my ability to drive it, and I wanted him to drive it and get his opinion, and then I wanted to go talk about it because it was a big investment. So anyway, we went to the only place that I could think of kind of in anywhere that, would have kind of a protein-based soup that I could eat. There have been a couple of times that I've tried eating out on this deal and have just been disappointed with the availability of soups and things like that. I'm on a full liquid diet, so I can have kind of the broth of soup or like a cream-based soup, but most soups right now have a lot of stuff in them. So on Saturday, I suggested that we go to a Chinese food restaurant so I could get egg drop soup and have the broth and stuff from that. So that's what we did. And it was good. It went down great. But I think that broth was super salty because that next day, the scale went up a little bit, like half a pound. And my calories were very low for the whole day, and the rest of the day I had protein shakes, I had everything, just as I have been having here at home. But I did have that super salty soup, and it was interesting. So the scale went up about half a pound that day, and then the next day went back down to where I was. So 2 days without a loss, and then the next, I guess yesterday, I think it went down a little bit. Let's see what that was, Saturday. So Sunday it went up. Monday it went down to where I was on Saturday morning, and then today it went down. So ended the week at 4.5 pounds down, and I'm now aware that sodium probably will very negatively affect me. It was either that or at the car dealership they brought me a juice because all I had was regular coffee, and then I'd been drinking a lot of water. And anyway, he brought me this juice, and I'm allowed to have juice as well. I did not dilute it though, because it was I was not in a position to do that. So I just sipped on this juice, and so it could have been, I guess, maybe the sugar from the juice. I don't know. Anyway, I know this is a marathon, not a sprint, and so I'm not super bent out of shape about that. But it was just interesting to kind of watch the scale. So, anyway, last week was a little bit. Last week I felt like a little bit like a train wreck. I had some buyer's remorse about a couple different things. This week I feel much better emotionally and mentally. Glad to have a couple of stressors off of my mind with the car stuff and just a couple other things. And really looking forward to getting through Christmas. I am normally a holiday person, normally love the holidays, but this year and really last year and this year just kind of felt blech, and I'm ready to move forward and get beyond the holiday and get back into kind of our schedule and routine, get our lives back where they kind of get back under the schedule. You know, our homeschool's a little bit out of whack for the holidays, and you know, my surgery and kind of the time I needed to take for that, while it was good time, was still time off from our life. And so I'm really looking forward to kind of getting through January 1st and getting everything back sort of under control, and really buckling down and focusing on pushing ahead into finishing our homeschool year, and working on, you know, these health goals. And I feel like a lot of stuff is kind of in limbo right now, and that's a frustrating feeling for me. So anyway, so that's that. I apologize for being a bit of a train wreck. I know that it was, you know, kind of looking back at last week and thinking about it, I feel better even this week about not being able to sort of eat away my emotions and my stressors, and feel glad that I had that period of time and awareness. I'm sure that that will crop up again, but I do feel better about where I am this week when it comes to food. So I know that, again, even the emotional aspect of this journey is a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm not going to get everything together within a couple weeks of surgery, or within, you know, a 3 or 4 month process with pre-op stuff. I know that it's going to be a lot of trial and error and whatever. So anyway, feel better this week. Apologize for being a train wreck last week. I'm sure that will not be the last time. So just had kind of an interesting conversation today. My neighbor this week, it was funny because I got out of my new car, and she's like, "Oh, I love your new car!" Shouted across the road, "I love your new car!" And then she goes, "Oh my God, you look so skinny!" And it was interesting because she's been very busy through the fall. I've been busy, and we've kind of just waved to each other from our driveways and not really stopped to look at each other. But because she'd stopped to look at my car, she stopped to look at me. And since my initial surgical consult was August 5th, and since that time, you know, I'm 33 pounds down. And so it was interesting to get that comment, and my husband and I were kind of laughing today because there are a number of friends I haven't seen, you know, the little text or chat, you know, remotely, but we haven't seen each other in a little bit. And especially through the holiday season, everybody's busy with their families and their traditions and their travels and kind of everything going on. And then everyone I know kind of hunkers down at the first of the year, and we kind of all start creeping back out, you know, in the springtime when the weather starts getting better and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to kind of get through that point. Of course, I am certainly not skinny, but it's just interesting that she noticed already a weight loss, and you know, we were saying, what are we going to tell people when other people start to notice? It was just funny to think about that. And I told my husband, I've not been very forthright with this surgery, and I think at this point, I'm not going to say anything. 6 people besides my husband know, and or 7 people, I'm sorry. 7 friends know. I've had a couple of really good responses, a couple of weird sort of ambivalent responses, and one really kind of negative response. And so at that point, I just stopped telling people. And so I haven't said anything. And so now we're just kind of joking about, you know, the crazy things that I'll say. And I've seen some witty comebacks, and I think I might just not say anything, you know, and people say, you know, how are things going? I don't think I'll lie. I don't think I'll be one of those who lies. So, but, who knows what I'll say. So I'll keep you updated on that. Anyway, sorry for the weird rambling. I'm much better this week, feeling good. Surgery, I just feel like I haven't even had anything done. I definitely feel very good, having no trouble taking in all my protein, having no trouble taking in all of my water, having no trouble taking in really anything. That's it. I mean, I feel good. So fingers crossed my diet will be advanced tomorrow when I see the surgeon. And because then if it is, next week I'll be all, yeah, I mean, some real stuff. So that's my hope. Anyway, have a good week. Keep the videos coming. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.